Hi guys, this is Lynn. Thank you so much for joining me for another segment of Wigless Wednesdays. I don't have on a wig for another reason this week. We'll talk about it after the break. Hey guys, I am back. I am not wearing a wig this week. Why? Well, I have a ponytail. I think you can kind of see it, I decided to do it for Thanksgiving. This is leftover style from Thanksgiving. I don't know how long I'm going to wear it. We'll see. What's been going on with me? There are 3 more Wigless Wednesdays besides this one in the year in 2019. So I'm very, very excited that I've been able to complete a whole year of Wigless Wednesdays. Gosh, that is crazy to me. But that being said, I'm excited about the end of the year. I'm ready for 2020 to go ahead and bring its way in. 2019 has been a very interesting year. Between 2018 and 2019, I've learned a lot about myself, and I've shared those things with you, and I hope that you have enjoyed the journey, and I hope that you have benefited from it in some way or shape or form or fashion. So what am I going to talk to you guys about this week? Well, the next 4 weeks, because this week and then 3 weeks following that, I'm going to be talking about the book, The 4 Agreements by Don Miguel Ruiz. This book, The 4 Agreements, has been so life-changing and impactful for me in so many ways. I talked briefly in one of my other segments a while ago about therapy. I went to therapy. My therapist recommended that I read this book because I was struggling with some things. And to be honest, as soon as I read the book, it spoke to me. And it really changed my entire perspective about how I view people and how I allowed my thoughts about how people treated me to shape the way I acted and shape the way that I felt. And that was huge for me because once I stopped looking at people's behaviors and blaming myself for their behaviors, it made my life, just a lot easier just to be free of worrying about what people think about you and also feeling like how they feel about you is your fault. So if you have not read this book, guys, I'm going to give you a little brief summary of it every week for the next 3 weeks. After this week, it'll be 4 total. I'm going to give you a little summary of it, and I just want you guys to go to Amazon, get this book. It is a really great book. It is a short, easy read. Don Miguel Ruiz does a great job of talking about how to change your life through your thought patterns, and so I want to share it with you for these next few weeks. Okay. So, the 4 agreements, they are: be impeccable with your word, don't take it personal, don't make assumptions, and always do your best. So every week I'll talk about a new topic, and this week we're going to talk about be impeccable with your word. So, what does be impeccable with your word mean? According to the dictionary, impeccable pretty much means flawless, perfect, without stain. Literally translated, it means without sin. And when Don Miguel Ruiz explains what being impeccable with your word means, essentially he's saying, do not speak against yourself. He makes a point that we must not speak against ourselves or think of ourselves in a negative light, because those negative thoughts equate to negative words, and those negative words equate to a manifestation of those things into our reality. So he talks about when you're impeccable with your word, you rid yourself of all those negative thought patterns. So essentially you create the reality that you live by your thoughts and by your words. He goes into a little bit of words being spelled and all that kind of stuff. That lost me. I'm still working on trying to work that out in my head. So when you get to reading that part, don't let that part lose you, because I was like, wait, spells, what are you talking about? But essentially, he talks about how you can put things into your life based on words and thoughts, and those words and thoughts become reality and they become actions. And I got that part. So I took that part to mean that he wants us not to speak against ourselves. to always look at ourselves in the best possible light, and to always speak about ourselves in a positive light. So what is said to us or about us becomes a part of our belief system. So for example, if someone says, oh, you know, she's a hoe, you know, over and over again. Nah, I mean, maybe I could have came up with a better word, guys, but you know, it's fun to say hoe. Say it, hoe. It's Christmas time, ho, ho, ho. All right, so for example, let's say someone says, hey, she's a hoe, okay? And we start to believe that about ourselves, start to believe that we are whorish, okay? And we start to act in whorish ways based on what people have put on us or have taught us through their words to believe about ourselves. And even from little kids, we teach little kids what to believe about themselves because we speak words on them, and that makes them believe certain things about themselves, okay? So for example, if you want to raise these positive, wonderful children, you should always speak positive and wonderful things to kids. But some people were not raised like that. Some people were raised in households that have a lot of negativity, right? Some of you may have been raised in a household like that. My household, although my mother loved me dearly, she could be very verbally abusive. And I had to overcome that. I had to overcome those things. And we have to teach ourselves how to rid ourselves of these beliefs that we've been taught as children, as teenagers, as adolescents, as grown people. We have to unteach and unlearn these things that people have taught us, that people have put on us based on their words, okay? And when people treated me bad or told me bad things about myself, you believe them. You believe them. If someone tells you you're ugly or you're fat, you're too fat to do this, you're ugly, you're not smart, you believe these things if you don't have anyone else to come back and build you back up. So the important thing about this chapter of the book is we have to learn how to unlearn those negative things, those negative thoughts, those negative words that have been placed on us. We have to teach ourselves how to be impeccable in how we speak about ourselves so that we can create a better experience. When people treated me bad in my life or they told me bad things about myself, I thought it was something that I did. You know, I thought I was wrong. I thought that I needed to change something about myself. And one thing about the Four Agreements is that he teaches you how to not take things personal, and not assume things based on what you think. I'm gonna wrap this one up because of all the chapters in this book, although it is very impactful and very meaningful, this was the one that was a little bit hard for me to break up, and so maybe that's why it took me so long to actually talk about this book, even though it's been so wonderful for me. Because this chapter was a little bit like he gets into spells and all kind of stuff. I'm like, wait. But some things that he said really spoke to me, and one of those things is how we have to learn how to speak about ourselves in the best possible light. And that being said, I don't want you, as you get into reading the book, I don't want you to let certain things deter you from getting the message from it. Okay? So again, guys, be impeccable with your words. The first lesson from Don Miguel Ruiz's book, The Four Agreements, and here it is. Once again, if you'd like to go get your own copy, I'll put a link to Amazon, a link where you can purchase this book. As you can see, my book is all marked up because I read it and took notes and everything because, let me tell you, it's some good stuff in here, some good shit, okay? Guys, I'm gonna wrap this up. Thank you so much for joining me here for another segment of Wiggless Wednesdays. I will see you guys very, very soon. Next week, we'll talk about don't take it personal. Do not take it personal because it's not about you a lot of times, okay? Also, if you could leave a comment that I'll reply to, subscribe, click the bell icon next to the word subscribe so you can be notified whenever I post a new video here on my channel. And like I like to always say, be better today than you were yesterday. Be better tomorrow than you are today. I will talk to you and see you very soon. Bye-bye.